Greetings, Keachlings. Keach Prime here with my live reaction of My Hero Academia, Chapter 240. What is the title? Let's see, this is on Manga Stream, so Power is what it's called. Okay. But yeah, before we... Oh, I just scrolled down further on the page because there wasn't anything there. Well, it says 1 week after the Second Coming Festival battle in Daika City. Or Daika City. Okay. After the deadly battle. Yeah, it's really looking like that All for One versus All Might battle in Kamina? Or Kamino City? I always forget how it's pronounced. But yeah, that's kind of what that's looking like. But yeah, before I go on, my One Piece live reaction came out late last night. One Punch Man came out yesterday. And while you're watching this, stay tuned for the Promised Neverland coming out next. So, yeah. Let's see here. According to the witnesses, the culprits who caused the tragedy that occurred in this once peaceful town were a group of 20 who held a grudge against heroes. Wait, 20? They're talking about the frickin' League of Villains. They didn't have that many. It is believed to have been a planned rebellion. And if they're talking about the frickin', the rebellion, or the, what do they call them? Crap. The name's always being changed. It's like Meta Power Army, whatever. Anyway, the Revolutionary Army thing. Like, they had more than 20 people, so I don't know who this is referring to. Unless this is just how it's being reported and it's factual. It is believed to have been a planned rebellion. The insurgents allegedly leaked fake information to the heroes in order to lead them out of their own, or out of own, before commencing their attack. That's bad grammar. Witnessing the sudden disaster, the citizens of Deka bonded together and fought back. Okay, so this is all a giant lie cover-up. And there's Skeptic. He's spreading fake news. The heroes ultimately joined them and a battle ensued. And also he's got the Gorilla Men going. Although many of Deka's citizens fell victim to the attack, all 20 of the culprits were ultimately killed in the conflict. Yeah, but where's the bodies? You liars. There ain't no evidence of that shit, you freaks. Furthermore, the president and CEO of Detnerak Company, Mr. Rikia Yosubashi, also happened to be present in Deka City during the attack. He suffered grievous injuries, including 2 severed legs, narrowly escaping death. Yeah, I totally missed that he lost his legs. I somehow mistook when Shigaraki was walking up to him, limping, and that was frickin' Redestro's legs. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. Okay, got the newspaper. Oh, well, they found Skeptic. Or not Skeptic, what's her name? Shit. It's, what was her name? Damn, it's been a while since she died. The one that could do the explosions with the... But anyway, although some critics have remarked that untrained civilians needed their quirks to increase casualties, the vast majority of the public is lauding the citizens of Deka as heroes. Yeah, this is exactly what they wanted to happen. At this time, many of the details remain unclear and the investigation is ongoing. The whole thing is unclear. Okay. So, where is this? I'm assuming this is probably like Redestro's mansion or something. Because I turn the page and I immediately see League of Villains, members. So yeah, we've got Mr. Compression. So this is what they meant when that should say they said. Calm always follows the storm. You didn't even do anything. I mean, did he? I don't know if Mr. Compression actually did anything, so Dobby might be right. You didn't even do anything. Haha. Oh, I did. I ran around a lot. I mean, he could have been compressing their enemies, but I forget. Is there a special condition for him to have to do that? And does he have a limit? I want to say he's done up to 2 or 3 people at one time, but I could be mistaken. Hey Dobby, are you gonna eat that? If not, hand it over. Okay, so they're chowing down on some good grub. Knock yourself out, I hate fish. I feel like this just more confirms that he's a Todoroki, but I'm not sure. Aw. And there's Toga that twice has set up a little thing, a shrine as if she passed away. Like a framed picture, and then has like the little black ribbons on the corners. Sob. I'm sorry, Toga. I mean, she's not dead. She's right here in the next panel. She's maybe lost an eye. If Toga hadn't shared her blood, Toga would have died right now. Could you please stop that? I'm actually alive, so it makes me angry. Also, she seems to... What is that? Oh, I thought she was dropping food, but no, it's the little things for her buttons. Okay. I was like, boy, she is a messy eater. Okay, so Twice is still freaking out. Let's stop doing things that make people mad. But I don't know how I said that wrong. Whoops, my foot is moving on its own stupid foot. Okay. He kicked over the little shrine. I'm a bad boy. Don't hit me. Huh? What the hell am I saying? We all want to know Twice. I thought he got over his issues. It looks like he's splitting again. Apparently that therapy he underwent actually made it worse. Oh, God. Yeah, we thought that was over, but no. It's time. Hurry it up. What? Skeptic came into the room with, I'm not sure who that is. Shut it, nerd. We're still eating our sushi. Yeah, nerd. Maguro? I don't know what that is. Excuse me, have you forgotten that we were the ones who paid for the sushi? Is this Skeptic's mansion? Oh, that's Hanabasa. Okay. I didn't see his little hair thing. But you can clearly see him in this next panel. Not to mention your treatment and editing of the news footage and Toga's coat. All thanks to us. Oh, they gave her a new coat. Oh, yeah. And those, and whose charity was it that allowed that old baldy to stay in this hideout when he should have been in a casket right about now? What? Okay. That's enough, Skeptic. Yeah, Skeptic is kind of all freaked out. The Supreme, Redestro, chose these people. Oh, he's having to change it because they've bowed down to the League of Villains. Good lord, this is a large room. Also, very weird layout. You've got, let's see, you got the ground floor, and then you got at least 3 floors above it, and it's all just kind of like circulating around. I hit the mic. I hope that doesn't pick up too bad. Circulating around this large room that's fairly vacant, except on the edges. Is it even a mansion? It might be a hotel with how many rooms there are. Anyway, He's hitting his watch. And Redestro's words are, and always have been, the words of Destro. Okay, there's a secret entrance opening up over here. And the wall, very Batman. It would have been even more Batman if it was, actually, no, wait. It's more of Beetlejuice when they went into the afterlife. And you had to, like, make a doorway. Anyway. Good lord, there's 4 basement. Oh, hello. Oh, well, he's in a wheelchair of sorts now. And you have the full assortment of all the, I guess, surviving citizens. And even Giganto's there. Ladies and gentlemen of the Liberation Army. Why can't I remember? It is I, Redestro. From this moment forth, this thing's itchy. Oh. What? So he still has a hand. I thought all of them were gone. Also, they probably gave him a prosthetic thing for his other hand. You know, his real hand. His own hand. But I don't know what he's... It's like he's got his right hand all bandaged up, but then I'm not sure which hand was the one that got injured by Redestro. The Superpower Liberation Army shall be reborn. Okay. I thought all of Tomer's hands were broken. Yeah, me too, Toga. Me too. Apparently just one of them was unscathed. It's a miracle that it's still intact with all the destruction. So he's going to make it his trademark, huh? Maybe. So, people were right. One did survive. Didn't see it. I mean, it was never on him, but apparently it was in the rubble. And a lot of people have been saying that it's Nana's hand, so... Good lord. Morning phlegm. I'd always thought that in order to enlighten the world to Destro's will, the League would be a wall that stood in our way. I firmly believed that, until that fateful day. But alas, I was blind to the truth. I was a prisoner of my own blood, bound by my doctrine. But then I witnessed liberation in its purest form, and this is not a simple surrender. I believe that Tomer Shigaraki is the true liberator. He has earned my utmost respect, and thus I am abdicating my position out of necessity. The Liberation Army will now undergo its second coming. God, he is really getting... I mean, it's like his skin is just stretching his first. With Tomer Shigaraki at the helm as our supreme leader, and in order to follow our newfound path of liberation, the Superpower Liberation Army, you really could just shorten that. In the League of Villains, I'm calling it Legion of Villains, shall join together and take on a new name. Oh. And this name was devised by myself and Spinner of the League, now Tomer Shigaraki. Excuse me. If you would please do the honors. Ah, that's our cue. Okay. The League has walked out. The Paranormal Liberation Front? Not the name I would have gone with. We've discarded the title of villains and expanded superpower to an even broader interpretation. Furthermore, the 9 individuals on the my nose is super itchy right now. On stage, who have been appointed as officers and will be forming their own squadrons with the members they choose. Okay. Also, who is this? Oh, wait. Is that... I thought Curious died. That can't be Curious, could it? I finally remembered her name. Okay. So basically, you have the League of Villain members plus the the four main people from the old Liberation Army, and they'll be their generals. And then you have, Shigaraki as the leader. So kind of figured that might be the case, but it's hard to know how things would work out. Um, but names are no different from this thing, a decoration. Oh, so he's like, the hand doesn't really mean much to me. Uh, Call us whatever you want. Okay, they're all cheering. Still cheering. Oh god, Hawks is there. Why is Hawks there? We were too late. That's why this flew under the radar so easily. What the hell happened to Deka? Excuse me. It was you guys, right? Oh, okay, he's talking with Dobby. So, I assume this still has something to do with that mission he was doing. If we had just captured the League already, excuse me, then civilians wouldn't have died. Huh. Setting aside the issue of whether he is who he says it is, the fact remains that you did kill someone. Yeah, there's a person in that bag. I'm not sure who that is. I could just be forgetting. But, an army unified under one will. Feel Good Inc. and their vast network. Detnerat Co., which has a strong connection with the hero industry. And most likely several more high-end Nomu. Yeah. Things are getting stacked in the villain's hands, This group could do just about anything. Shigaraki. Even in this superpower society overflowing with heroes, Shigaraki now commands power equal to, or if not greater than, the heroes. Oh god. Why is he making that face? Excellent work, sir. Oh god. Redestro has been reduced to I'm a yes man. May I offer you something to drink? Get lost. With pleasure. And he is out of there. Trumpet, let's get lost. This is hard to watch. I'm sure it is. Because it was like just mere days at this point, right? Not even days. And you go from like high up, this guy that not high up, he was the top guy, going from top of the heap, you respected him, and now he's like a lapdog. Oh god. How did a guy like that become a CEO? I mean, he was a lot more ruthless before. Yeah, what's Shigaraki doing? Whoa, it was a miracle they even survived with those injuries, so he's not surprised. Or so I'm not surprised. Oh, so he's still dealing with the injuries. But yeah, it hasn't really been that long, so I guess that makes sense. The Paranormal Liberation Front, what an overly bombastic name, but I suppose it's not as bad as a cheap title like the League of Villains. So, Yujiko's chiming in. I tamed Makia. I take it I've met your lofty standards now. Is that Dr. Yujiko? You regained your memories and reverted back to the old you, including your quirk, as promised. Oh, I will grant you power, if that is what you desire. I think he desires the power. But first, there's just one small favor I'd like you to do for me. There is always. I'd like you to transport something for me. And Hawks is mingling with people. Let's liberate some stuff. I I can't believe Hawks is here. Oh, wait, Oh, so they do recognize him, which is interesting that he can... I mean, he can't really hide his quirk, so... I guess they'll just assume he's turned sides. Hey, what are you doing here, number 2? You sure look happy. Ah, Dobby. Of course, introduce me to everyone, would you? It's not over yet. I still have a patron here. I need to get a handle on the whole situation and report this to Endeavor and everyone immediately. Alright, Hawks, from here on out, if you fall behind, Japan is finished. Danger looms. Next issue, new developments. My Hero Academia, Chapter 240, end. Okay. What to say about this chapter? I mean, nothing major happened other than fake news led to the cover-up of what happened in Deka City. Kind of made sense because, I mean, that whole town was basically a hive of evil, so why wouldn't they cover it up? And of course they, blame it on just I think they blamed it on a group of heroes, so that's kind of weird. But just more show that they hate heroes and everything, and hero society as a whole, so makes sense, I guess. But yeah, it's still kind of funny with Redestro being the way he is, apparently, to just become this lapdog. It's weird. Because, I mean, he was so powerful. Also, still surprised that a hand survived. I'm jumping all over the place. It's whatever comes to mind. But yeah, so I assume that's not his hand. That's what other people have been saying, so I'm just going to go with it as well. It's a strange situation. I assume it's the one that was on the back of his head, but I don't know how they would have found it in the rubble. And how did it not get destroyed? I mean, very lucky. A miracle, I think someone even said. So, there's that too. And then, of course, now we have essentially the new Paranormal Liberation Front, or Army Front. They couldn't have just given a new name that's like 2-3 words tops. Like Paranormal Front would have been fine. I may just call that for lack of wanting it just to be a shorter name. Because these overly long names, maybe they're better sounding in Japanese. I'm kind of wondering that. Because I always hated like the Superpower Liberation Army, and now it's Paranormal Liberation Army. So, Front. It's even longer. But yeah. And yeah, to culminate all of this, the various companies that were under the Liberation Army combined. Now Yujiko is giving Shigaraki the power he desired, not deserved. I mean, he earned it, I guess, when he tamed, Gigantomachia, which is a power in itself. But now he's got all of these people under him, and just, he is amassing power at such a rate that even Hawks was thinking, yeah, this equals or surpasses heroes. So, yeah, it's starting to get scary. Not gonna lie. Don't know where there's going to be a massive clash at some point in this series now that things are the way they are, and I look forward to it, but I'm not sure if the heroes can do it. I mean, hopefully by that point, maybe some of, depending on how long it is from now. I mean, we obviously provisional license and stuff, so some of our main characters could get into the fray. Hopefully by that point Deco's at least mastered Black Whip. He might have gotten access to a couple others, or maybe, I don't know. Like I said, don't know how far off into the future these events may be occurring. So, or it may be way later in the series than I'm thinking, and it won't be like this arc, So, but or even the next arc, even. But yeah, I'm just kind of rambling at this point. The video's gone around a little long. Sorry about that. But yeah, let me know your thoughts and opinions on the chapter. Anything I might miss, misunderstood, let me know. It was kind of wordy earlier on, so I might have brushed over something in reading, so let me know. And yeah, I don't stream on Twitch actively right now, but I'm still filming stuff for Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, so stay tuned for that kind of stuff. Still doing Stardew. And sometime this weekend, Griever and I will be doing our manga podcast. It'll be on his channel. He does the evens, I do the odd numbers, and we'll see about next week when I have to do the stream because my internet's crap. I really don't know what to do about it anymore. But yeah, that's about it. So thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Links to everything down below. And until next time, Keishlings, roll out!